Let me tell you something that most people would never admit. Anxiety isn't always about your future. Sometimes it's about your past that your nervous system never managed to escape. That's the trap with PTSD. Your body keeps reliving something that your mind cannot forget. Even if your life looks normal now internally, you're stuck in a loop you never chose, and no one around you sees it. You just come off irritable, withdrawn, anxious, or always on edge. But under the surface, you're in survival mode 24/7. Today I want to break down how PTSD and anxiety are connected, and more importantly, how to get outside of your own mental war zone. I didn't imagine a war zone, I woke up in one. My PTSD didn't come from the battlefield, it came from my childhood. Chaos, explosions, and shouting. Not bombs, but people. Not bullets, but emotional landmines I had to tiptoe around. So my brain adapted. Always hypervigilant, always scanning. I was a child, but I had the nervous system of a soldier. And even when I grew up and got out of that environment, my body stayed behind. Because PTSD doesn't care if the danger is over. It only cares about what it remembers. I used to think I was just anxious, but it turns out up to 80% of people with PTSD experience chronic anxiety. Why? Because trauma rewires your default settings. Your brain starts interpreting safe situations as threats. And here's the crazy part. Even success can feel unsafe, and that is the biggest mindfuck. You finally get stability, and suddenly you're even more anxious. Because your nervous system isn't wired for peace, it thinks calm means something bad is about to happen. And I had to sit with that truth. I wasn't broken, I was trained by my environment never to relax. And that's when I stopped blaming myself for feeling this way. I started retraining myself like someone coming out of combat. Because healing isn't about pretending it never happened. It's about teaching your body that it's not happening anymore. What helped me wasn't just therapy. It was taking back control of the signals I was sending my own system. Cold exposure, structured mornings, physical training. Not for aesthetics, not for performance, but as a daily reminder that I'm not at war anymore. Slowly my system started to believe it. If you're still operating like the war is still going on, then every day will feel like a battlefield, even when it's not. But here's the truth. You're not weak, you're just wired to survive. And now is the time to learn to live. If this hits something deep, drop a comment or send this to a man who's still fighting a war that nobody else can see. You don't have to carry this alone. Let's break this pattern, but we have to start now.